Hello out there. Karen Davis here, welcoming you to what will be an exciting fall class, and that is Global Lens, documentary films with a wide-angle point of view. I am one of two instructors. I'm the one that's based in the US and on site, and my co-instructor is based in Copenhagen and all throughout the world, where he seeks out films, as I do locally. The course that we're planning offers an exploration of the nonfiction film, aka the documentary, seen through the lens of international directors addressing their audiences within their own cultural contexts. Our screenings include some rarely seen or under-accessed films, shall I say, and we will screen the films on the big screen and then hold discussions on site that probe the film's techniques, goals, strategies, aesthetics, and some of the moral dimensions of the issues suggested by the filmmakers. This term, we are happy to say that some of the filmmakers themselves will either be on site or zooming in to give introductions to their films. And we're pretty excited about this selection. We don't want to reveal the films just quite yet, but I can summarize them and say they are a surprising mix that raised our eyebrows and made us think a lot about what is a documentary. And we hope to bring that discussion forward to you this fall. And when I say we, I'm speaking of myself. I'm Karen Davis, Senior Programmer Emerita for Mill Valley Film Festival, Professor Emerita at Cal State University, Monterey Bay, and Ollie instructor at Berkeley. And my co-instructor is Niels-Ole Rasmussen, a director at Copenhagen Film who makes documentaries and series for Danish and European broadcasters. This class is going to be held, as I mentioned, at the beautiful Freight and Salvage on Addison Street, and there is parking just steps away next door. The class is 5 weeks long. It meets on Wednesdays from 9:45 a.m. to noon from September 23rd through October 21st. And I think I will hand this over to my co-instructor, Niels-Ole, to add a few words from wherever he is and wherever he may be to join me. And he will be joining me this fall in person at the Freight for Global Lens documentary films with a wide angle point of view. Hope to see you all there.
Hi, I'm Neil, and I have the great privilege to be a documentary maker myself and to see an awful lot of very good documentaries in places like Prix Europa and Input, stuff like that. So that is something I really cherish. Then we can say, what is a good documentary? Well, I have a little secret test you can put on any documentary you see, and it works like this. Now, you can watch an awful lot of documentaries, but if it is a very, very, very good documentary, that documentary will see you. That's all there is to it. When you watch the film, do you think, wow, how can this film know that much about me? We haven't even met before. It knows my inner workings, it knows my secret. That is a very good documentary. And that is what we're trying to find for you here at Global Lens. We have a selection that is not necessarily important films. Maybe we go for films that open doors and doors to other worlds, doors to other people, doors to other ways of seeing the world. Because this is also what documentary is about. You can say, like, documentary is really a very, very good training of your empathy. Suddenly you spend maybe 130 minutes with people you don't even like or disagree with or anything like that. And you really think, maybe there is something to them anyway. Maybe there's something to the way they live. We get into the head and hearts of other people, and that is what good documentaries can do too. We aim for having a very international selection from, say, Spain, from Russia, from Gaza, from the Far East. And we do this because we want to get out there, be like international globally, but viewed by a very local audience. And this brings me to what is really special and quite central about Global Lens, because this is all about screening documentaries, but it is very much also about talking documentaries after we screen them together. It is downright amazing to see how a lot of different people can watch the same documentary in so many different ways. And what we're trying at Global Lens, it's not about someone should agree on what is good or what is bad. That is not what we want. We want these films to open doors for us so that they can kind of grow on us for as long as possible. And I really think that when we are together in Global Lens, we will see some very, very extraordinary films, and we will discuss these films with a lot of extraordinary people, not least some of the directors. They have whispered in their ears that they might be available during the screenings and for the discussions after. So definitely you will be in for a treat on that one as well. So basically, I think it's all a matter of signing up and going to Global Lens courses, and you will be in for a hell of a ride. And you're going to see a lot of wonderful, wonderful documentaries with a lot of wonderful, engaged people. So be welcome.